moving up one vertebrae at a time, like rungs on a ladder. Until we get to the last 7 vertebrae, the head and the neck. Your head sits dangerously atop the occipital ridge where the skull meets the upper vertebrae. Good. Everybody's up, just let your jaw hang. Your hips go, bring the right arm up and around, and breathing through your torso on the right side as you invite your left hand to come around. Right underneath that right rib cage and breathing through the palm of your left hand. Lots of air through there. And then just let it all flop forward. Just enjoy being hung over. And release through the head and the neck, so you're really letting the head and the neck go. Lots of breath through the back. Again, our practice is an embodied practice. So the breath is the source. Good. You're slow. Yes. Good. Not hanging over easily. Hanging over easily. Let the hand back, arms and torso go again. All right, we're almost at the end of the week, almost at the weekend. Give yourself a nice sense of relief as you sigh out. Okay, easy. Don't press on the sound. One last time. Part of the body, perhaps the heart. Perhaps you're leading with the heart. Breathing through. How does you want your whole body to become imbued with this verb of whether you're pushing or pulling. Good. 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 And now I'd like you to add a vocal sound to it without words that encapsulates this idea of pushing and pulling. So if it's to pull, it might be and just keep repeating it. Let the voice and the movement live together with the impulse to push and or pull. Good.
No. Oh, come on. Look at it.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Just like the full moon every night.
Good. Letting that come. Stay with each other. Stay with each other. And now we're going to play the scene. Throw away everything you've done to rehearse the scene. Just play the scene with those actions fully present. You can move around. In fact, you should just paint the space as you do so. What you want to have is that transaction, that full psychophysical action. Play between. Maintain the connection to each other. Breathe into what you need the other person to do.
Do you want something to drink?
Yeah, sure. What do you have?
Well, I've got some red wine.
All right.
Keep the voice full. Full body, full voice.
I've only got this one cup.
Nice.
It's all right. I'll drink from the bottle.
Oh, no. We can drink from this one cup.
Action, right? The mind and the body working together as a continuum, much the way we just experienced in the psychophysical exercise, the effort verb, as they're called, the Bond's effort verbs. So let's just start with just reading through some of the quotes that we take from our reading today, and let's unpack them and see if we can respond to these discussion questions that I have. So again, the process we're learning is a psychophysical one. So with that in mind, Matt, why don't you read the first 2 quotes taken from the Stanislavski text?
You cannot convey the subtlety of Chopin's music on trombone, and you cannot express delicate, unconscious feelings with crude parts of our physical apparatus. We must develop our voice and body. If you do not do it, then your physical apparatus will prove too crude.
Any thoughts that you have from those quotes and/or the readings themselves? Just to sort of bring this full circle, you're learning a psychophysical technique, and the mind and the body being integrated. So they're not two separate ideas, but you need to be engaged physically when you're playing an action in that scene. It can't just live in your mind. It needs to become manifest in the playing space. The it meaning your intentionally crafted action to tell the story ultimately. Characters generate action that generates reactions, which ultimately craft a narrative.
So he was telling us the difference in a trained actor, right? When they lie down, for example, and having that awareness to still engage the core and engage the center to be able to project and use their voice effectively versus, even though in realistic action, we want to lie down, we want to collapse. But then we have to still keep this engaged so the voice shows and the energy is sent. And I think that's why we train the way we do train, so that we have the awareness to create the illusion of like relaxation, for example. Because relaxation is so hard, right? The illusion of relaxation, but still having that engagement to reach out to an audience of 200, 1,000, and so on.
That's great. I just want to piggyback off your point as we bring it to a conclusion. You use the word illusion, and I think that's brilliant. You're not doing something that's natural on stage or in front of a camera. I mean, what's natural about having a camera in front of you and then having to just behave? Right? There's nothing natural about that any more than there's anything natural about being on a proscenium arch stage in front of 1,000 people. What you're doing is you're creating an illusion, a representation of reality, assuming it's a realistic drama of some sort, which most film is, and a good amount of theater is as well. But regardless, you're creating an illusion. And in the very nature of doing that means that it shouldn't feel like everyday life. It shouldn't be pedestrian. It's theatrical on some level or other. Even if it's in front of a camera, there's a theatricality to it. You look at some of the most interesting film actors. They're in action. They're engaged. Okay? All right, great. Thank you, Matt. Good conversation. Thank you, one and all.
Hey man, you owe me $5. Yeah, it's obvious. It's going to win. Yeah, stupid. Yeah? Nice. Congratulations.
What's your relationship with your friend being accepted? Is that something that was pleasurable to you? Was celebratory? Yeah. Good. How was your fourth wall working for you?
It's quite live, but I don't quite see the Marina Bay Sands quite well. I just see the road. Yeah. So I keep thinking about the Lamborghini.
Okay. I felt like you were at home in your environment. I thought your fourth wall helped anchor you. I didn't read any of it as being untruthful. I thought it was simple and honest, as many of these things are. Specific. Any thoughts from your classmates? Anybody else?
I think that you definitely were very comfortable, and when you came, when you came here, I did actually see that there's something up there, and then here I saw like a window panel. You're looking down at the Lamborghinis. So yeah, I think your attention to the live environment outside was pretty good.
Thank you so much for your work. Thank you for staying a little overtime.
Thank you.
And I will see you.